Welcome to the Sigma Empath Podcast, the Rant Edition, where me and my little buddy here, we just talk about issues that impact the empath in all and any capacity. Today's talking point, animals, irresponsible pet owners. If you're an animal lover, this is for you, in particular dogs, and I want your feedback. I have this situationship. It involves dogs and my neighbor. It's about accountability, responsibility, danger, risk, and I need some advice. I want your advice. I want your input to help me understand what the right thing, the best thing is to do, because I'm actually at a loss. And of course, as I share this story, I'm not going to be remotely biased. I'm going to be completely truthful and fair so that in no capacity am I making myself look like the hero. I'm going to do my best. So here's a situationship. My neighbor, who lives across the street, has a little dog. And oftentimes, I found that dog out on the street with their doors locked. They don't know that the dog is out on the street. And several times, I've knocked at their door and knocked at the window, rang the bell because they didn't answer. And through my insistence, they eventually answered. And I said, hey, by the way, did you know your dog's outside? Oh, and then they take their dog in. So this has happened multiple times. By the way, do you have any pets? If so, let me know what type of pet. I'd love people to exchange the type of pets. I am an animal lover. Absolute animal lover. Dogs have saved my life during my darkest moments. They mean everything to me.
I love you, baby. Love you, baby. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. I love you.
Oh, this is a fun dog. Full of love. He's full of love. What pets do you have? What have your pets meant to you? Have they been life-saving, life-changing? Let's talk. Again, it's all about community, exchanging, letting us know that we are not alone in the way we process and experience life, that we're not complete freaks who are deeply touched with our sensitivity about humanity issues, about nurturing issues, about taking care of each other, taking care of animals, taking care of the planet. Let me know your thoughts. Share, share, share. Yes, I did go off on a bit of a tangent. Let's get back to the situationship with the neighbor, the irresponsible dog owner. Another situation is they have created a second living room in their garage, and oftentimes the garage door is open, which means every time I walk my dog, their dog comes running out, crosses the street. And why it's so dangerous is that in my community, there are no speed bumps. And you've got UPS trucks, you've got Amazon trucks, you name it, speeding through, the neighbors speed through. And at any given moment, this dog's going to run out and potentially get knocked over. And to the point where I now look out the window to see if their garage is open before walking my dogs, which is now preventing me from walking my dogs at my convenience. But here's where the real issue happened. After the second or third time where they were inside and their dog was running outside, I knocked at the door, knocked at the window, rang the bell, repeatedly, no answer, no answer, no answer. So I'm at a dilemma. I've got to go somewhere. Do I leave this dog running out on the streets? Nobody's answering. Have they left the building and nobody's at home? What do I do? I weigh up my options and I decide, okay, for the greater good, I couldn't bear it on my conscience that if I leave this dog running out and I come back and it's splat on the floor, I can't live with that type of guilt. So I make that decision, executive decision. I'm going to open their backyard gate. And meanwhile, the dog's barking at me. I'm not going to pick him up. And by the way, just so you know, I have multiple friendly conversations with these neighbors. We know each other on first name basis. We talk a lot. We chit chat a lot. So we're not strangers. We talk a lot. So I decide to go into the backyard through the gate, and initially the dog doesn't follow me, so I go deeper into the backyard, and eventually I'm now fully in their backyard, and I'm trying to coax the dog, and the dog eventually follows me in. And I think, okay, let me just knock at their kitchen window. Hope maybe somebody's inside at home, and they just didn't want to answer the door to some uninvited guest. So I knock at the window. The daughter comes out, and at this point, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit frustrated because this has now happened so many times, and I've told them. There was one incident where, I knocked at the door and said, by the way, your dog's... So it's happened multiple times, and I've lost my patience a little bit. And I say maybe firmly, please, could you take care of your dog? He's running out on the street and it's dangerous. I might have said it a little bit more firmly than that, but I think I was respectful but firm. And her response was, what's with all the attitude? Like, here you are all up in my backyard. And I'm thinking, you know what? She has a point. I am all up in my backyard, but what should I have done? So let me ask you this. What should I have done? Should I have left the dog out running around and it's none of my business? Or did I do the right thing to go in the backyard and bring the dog in? Because I'll say this. If my neighbor brought my dog into my backyard because I'd forgotten to let him out, I would be so grateful. I'd bake him a cake. I'd buy some ice cream, whatever. I would be grateful. I was so taken aback at this woman's lack of gratitude and attitude. But wait, there's more. And then eventually I just leave. She grabs the dog, goes inside, and I just leave. That night, the boyfriend, the husband their family, they all live together, comes knocking at my door at about 10 at night and says like, yo, what's with the attitude with my woman? So I step out, we have the discussion, and I'm like, okay, well, what do you want? What should I do moving forward? This is the real dilemma. What do I do moving forward? I see the dog running out, potentially going to get knocked over. Do I just say, you know what? I'm not going to get involved. It's none of my business, with the potential of a dog getting hurt, because I love dogs. Do I report them? If I report them, the dog is still out. Tell me, what would you do? What should I have done? I understand that I violated their privacy by going into their backyard. What should I have done? What would you do moving forward? Because this is really bothering me. Thanks for your insight. Thanks for listening to my rant.